Hey, good morning, everyone. It's another nice day for a little car talk. So today I wanted to really think about engagement with your dog. So what does engagement mean? Basically means get your dog to pay more attention to you, around things that they get distracted by, interested in, what have you. What made me think of this was, I've been doing lessons at people's homes, and one of the first things that we end up working on is when someone comes into the house, because I would probably say 9 times out of 10, dog jumps up on people. They get excited and they jump up. So, what I have them do, we start first. Before we meet up for the lesson, right, I'm sending videos to people because I want to get them working on like a yes marker and a good marker, so we can use that in that sequence, right, in that scenario, because basically what it is like, your dog is just getting excited and they're engaging with me, okay? So we need to get them to engage with you. And something that we've been doing, just a really simple exercise, right, because it's, jumping is just a symptom of overexcitement, right? And so, I just think that let's re-engage the dog with us, get their mind off of me, And so what we do is we have them put the dog on a leash, and we be a tree, right? So just because your dog hits the end of the leash doesn't mean we need to give them more leash or we need to follow them. So we just pause the dog. And then I just have them say their dog's name, Archie, here. And then when the dog turns around, yes. And then they throw some food in the opposite direction, away from me, right? And also past them. So the dog really has to move to go get it. And, we just repeat this sequence. I mean, it takes under 5 minutes. And the dog ends up just not caring about me anymore. I had this lesson with this little Frenchie, and that's what he is renowned for. And within just a couple of minutes, no issues anymore, right? But it's there's some things that need to happen. Dog needs to have a good food drive, or at least be able to take food, treats around that distraction. If they can do that, then that's a really good thing. They need a leash on them, because if they don't have a leash on them, they can still just get access to me, okay? And if we're working on things, the dog needs the leash so that we can give them more information, because if they don't have a recall, or, they just are way too overstimulated, it's all of these things play a factor. So a leash is going to help, because then it just cuts down on the choices that your dog is going to be able to make. But that's for the door, but that same exercise can be used for anything. An old, when I went to Dream Come True Canine for an apprenticeship, one of the things that Blake had mentioned was get your dog's attention before giving them direction. And so that concept is always just applying. I'm always just thinking about that, because you can't really tell your dog to sit when they're looking at the distraction, or me in this example, right? And they're just it's they're just tuned out, okay? Which is just the nature of the dog. So we need to re-engage them with us, and then like I said, after a few minutes, with this little dog Archie, he's now just staring at his owners, right? And then we can start giving him other information. I can say good, and I can pay him for staying in his sit, and reward him for, basically doing nothing, right? Because his other choice could be consistently trying to come to me. Oh no, someone got their window smashed. That happens a lot over here. So engage your dog around the distraction, okay? But, right, it's easier said than done, I think, sometimes, right? It's but this is the importance of training, you guys. If we can't re-engage our dog around that distraction, then I need to block that distraction, because we're not ready to tackle it and train around it, right? It's if your dog won't take food around the distraction, then that's where we need to start first. get that going, at the very least, just getting them to like eat their food from your hand. I mean, like, that could be the extent of it at first, right? And we want to build on that, but it's just very important to be able to have certain things on board, there's like certain skills, so that we can use those to help train our dog. Because I feel like if we don't have that stuff in place, then that means it just like we're just yelling at our dog all the time. Okay? And that's not really a good place to be in, because that's not really teaching them anything. So yeah, engage your dog. If you have questions about that, let us know. You can shoot me a DM. But that's always the biggest thing, you guys. Re-engage your dog. Wherever it is, stop what you're doing, re-engage your dog, and then continue on with what you're doing. It could be on a walk. It could be, trying to get to the hardware store. It could be like going to your mom's house. I mean, just so many things. When your dog feels like they are tuning out and they're just getting so fixated, distracted by the thing, it's time to re-engage them before we start, moving forward, re-engaging with the environment, what have you. Okay, so yeah, happy to get out there and train your dog. All right, talk to you later. Bye.